So I'm gonna do half of my Q&A today because I got a lot of questions, which is obviously gonna make the video like super long if I do all of them. Oh my god, it's so fucking hot right now. And oh my god, I told you about my room before. It is literally like, I feel like I'm in like a tropical place in my room. It is so hot. Like everything is sweaty here. It's like humid and ugh. Anyway, so right, question 1, have you had any lapses recently? How did you deal with that sort of thing? I had one in April, which I talked about in one of my videos, on my birthday, when that whole shabam happened with my dad. So fairly recently, but not like recently, and it was for like a week. How did I deal with it? Well, I felt fucking terrible after that week. Like I was just drained and exhausted and miserable and fucking hungry. So then I realised I didn't want it to like fuck up my life again. Yeah, I didn't want to be hungry either. I didn't want to be feeling so crap, so I started eating again, normally. I guess like it kind of made me realize like how horrible actually restricting is, and there was like no way I was going to continue that because it made me feel so rubbish and just horrible. It was a really, really horrible week. So yeah. How long have you had an eating disorder? I've had one for 10 years, but I'm counting the 2 years of recovery as well. So 10 years in total. Were your family supportive, or did you do recovery by yourself? Both, actually. My family have been supportive, but my recovery has been done by myself. I don't I personally can't, I don't include my parents in it. I never have. I did have a kind of semi-recovery when I was like 15 or 16, and I didn't involve them then either, which they respected because they knew that if they like tried to control me, I'd probably push away further, and so it all was done on my terms. I chose recovery. I did recovery. Of course they were there to support me and like you know, talk to me and be there, but it was done with, you know, it was my choice, my decision, and it was down to me at the end of the day, and that's how I wanted it to be. 4, did you self-harm? Yes, I did. I still do sometimes. I self-harmed a lot during my teenage years, and also when I was very ill with anorexia, but in recovery it's become less and less and less. Sometimes I still do feel overwhelmed and I do self-harm. I don't really see it as an issue because my self-harm is not severe. It doesn't cause any, you know, lasting damage. It's not a risk to my health or anything. I see more like I see the things that make me self-harm as the problem rather than the self-harming itself. But obviously I'd rather have a different coping mechanism, but I do really now. I hardly ever self-harm, and it's only occasionally. Number 5, how many different colours has your hair been? Not actually that many. I expected that I would dye my hair like all different colours, but every time I dyed my hair I got like so attached to the hair colour that I kept it. First time I dyed my hair, I dyed it like a semi-permanent like red or something, but that didn't really count. And then I dyed it black. I kept it black for ages, and then I let it grow out to brown, and then I really liked it brown, which is my natural hair colour, so I kept it brown. Then I dyed it red, and then it's been red ever since. So yeah, I mean I have dyed the tips like purple, but yeah, that's it. 6, what's your favourite way to express yourself? Poetry. Although recently I've been trying to write it, and well, I've tried to write one, and it's literally taken me 4 days to write one because I just can't, it's just not happening. It's like poetry block or something. 7. What's your favourite outfit? Well, I'm not feeling very good about my body at the moment, so I'm actually not wearing very many outfits. I'm just wearing like 3 that I feel okay in, or like 4. No, like, yeah, 4 maybe. I don't know. I have like lots of favourite outfits, but I don't wear them. I can't really like think of like favourites. Like, I mean, most of the clothes that I buy I like really like. So yeah, I don't know. 8. Best college memory. Now, I don't know if this was asked by an American, so college might mean university. But I'm gonna do both. My best, well, I don't know, I can't even remember like either, to be honest. Like, there's so many memories of like, you know, 2 years at college and 3 years at uni. How can I say like a favourite memory? I really don't know, to be quite honest. One of my favourite college memories is me and my friend Izzy. We like skipped class, and there's a big like woodland area and like grassy bits, and there's this like structure that was built on one of the grassy bits out of like stone, and had like benches in it, and we just like walked down to that and like sat there for like 2 hours, skipped our classes, and we're just chain smoking and like chatting about like everything, and it was like really good. Like, you know, obviously like I don't condone like skipping class, but that was like one of those times where it was just like I really needed to do that, have that chat, and like have, you know, a good time instead of being in class. So that's one of my favourite college memories. Uni's been very difficult, so every time I think of uni I just think of like bad stuff, but I think some of my favourite, like, I guess memories in general is kind of like one of my friends, Jade. We went to the cinema like pretty much every Wednesday, and that was like really fun. It was something I really enjoyed doing with her. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really think of anything like specific. I enjoyed hanging out with all my friends, obviously. And you've really actually got me with that one. Maybe I'll come back to it at some point and say if I can think of anything. What's the best compliment you've ever received? Oh gosh. Well, there's going to be like quite a few, I guess. One was like saying that I looked really healthy. That was actually, I realised that was a really good compliment. I got one recently from somebody important to me who said that he's seen my body all shapes and sizes and he likes all of them, and that made me feel like really good about my body. Yeah, I don't know if that's like the best compliment. I guess I was thinking like appearance wise there when you said compliment, but basically like the compliments I received from all my followers on Tumblr, when they come and tell me these positive messages about how like I've helped save their life or got them into recovery or something like that, and that is the best compliment I could ever receive, is that I am helping somebody else out of this darkness that is an eating disorder. That is the ultimate, I think. So, you know, all those messages that I received from like you guys who might be watching now, you know, you anonymous people who are messaging me and thanking me and stuff like that, that's the best ever. Yeah. What's your coffee shop regular order? Depends where I am. If I'm in Starbucks, it's going to be a caramel macchiato. Yeah. If I'm in my local cafe, it's a chai tea. I also like chai lattes. Yeah. Who are your favourite tumblers? Oh gosh, there's so many. There are so many. I might actually come back to this question. I'm going to make sure I mark these, and I'm going to do them in the next section, because I'd like to write down them so I don't forget people who are my favourites. If you're on a desert island, what 5 food and 5 non-food items would you take? Food-wise, I guess like carbs would be the best thing, wouldn't it? Because that provides you with the most energy. So like, can I have like loads of pizzas? That would be one. You know, actually some ice cream. But I guess like, where would I put that? That would just melt, wouldn't it? So, but I guess you could drink it. Dunno. Does that really work? God, that's it. I like, literally, you put me on the spot, and I really should have like thought about these questions and written it down. I've only got 2. Maybe like bananas. Like bananas are quite good and filling. Like, I mean good for like filling you if you're on like a desert island. Maybe bananas would be good. Maybe you could even like make a banana tree. I don't even know how you make a banana tree. I'm not doing too well with this, am I? What else would I have? Oh my god, why not think about it? Tin food, obviously, like any tin food, I guess. Like, so actually my 5 non-food items would be all tin food, like baked beans, sweet corn, maybe like tinned fruit, tinned fish, stuff like that, because obviously that is the stuff that keeps. So I've got to be practical here if I'm going to be stuck on a desert island. Tin food. Non-food items, a boat. Can I take a boat? Does that count? Can I take a boat? Because then I'm not stuck. Yeah. Books. I would take books. Like, I like all of them books. And 1 boat. So 4 books and 1 boat to get back. Yeah. Just have to master the whole sailing thing. Oh my god. See, I need to do this one next time as well. What has most helped to improve your body image? I don't know. Actually, time, I think. Time, being focused on moving forward in recovery and having that time to keep moving forward is good. But actually recently I found that like body positive blogs have really helped. Just looking like, because I think when you're on Tumblr a lot you see all the like Tumblr bodies, and it's always like these really slim girls with their perfect hair and their perfect eyes and their perfect makeup and their perfect non-makeup, and it's all just this kind of like one kind of body, I think. And when you follow body positive blogs you get a variety of bodies, instead of these like honed, tanned, toned women, like, yeah. So it has helped, you know, come on my dashboard I'm seeing more and more varied bodies, whereas instead of just the kind of Tumblr perfect body or whatever. What is your biggest motivator that you use to keep on track when you are struggling? Probably the fact that I cannot do, well, I guess like the biggest motivator is I can't do anything when I'm sick like I was. I don't have any interests, any hobbies. I maintain relationships as in friendships, but I can't, you know, concentrate properly, and I'm anxious all the time, and I don't hold a very good conversation. I don't really have anything to talk about. And I literally cannot be in a romantic relationship at all because I just completely screw it up. So literally everything about my life now wouldn't be a part of my life if I was sick, or if it was, it wouldn't be how it is. It would be a really rubbish version. Can you recommend any helpful book recovery wise? Maybe not for yourself, because yeah, I don't think I've read any books that are like have been helpful to my recovery. But if your parents or friends want to read a book, Brave Girl Eating is from a mother's perspective, and I think that can be helpful for parents. And the last question I am going to do, actually no, I'm going to do two because they're the same kind of questions. How did you get into photography? And what would you most like to take photos of? And do you want to do photography as a career? I got into photography, one of my ex-boyfriends did photography, and when I moved to America, I first started studying it there at community college and really got into it there. I suppose beforehand I was interested in it. I took a lot of like photos of me like dressed up with like crazy makeup and outfits and stuff. That's when I first started like actually studying it and then really getting into it. What do you most like take photos of? People that I love. Generally like partners and stuff. Like I find it very poetic to take photos like that. Do you want to do photography as a career? Well, I guess like in a way yes and in a way no. I kind of at the moment I'm looking at going into writing more than anything else. So yeah, I'll just see where everything takes me. Obviously I'm going to still take photos. I'm not sure like where I'm going to go with it or if I'm going to go with it at all. But yeah. So that is, I am halfway through with my Q&A, although if people send me more questions then I might have to split this into 3 parts. So yeah, thanks for sending questions in that you wanted answered, and I hope I've answered them thoroughly enough, and I will record and publish the second half of the Q&A soon.